Hey guys, okay, so I know the tutorial already started a mess, but my camera died and I realized I forgot to do an intro. Yes, that's me. So if you guys don't already know, my name's Kimberly. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am brand new to this, so as you can see, I will be getting better, but this is the graphic gal look, and in order to accomplish this look, I used a little Glossier Play Gem named Girly Girl. And so if you can please be a dear and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, I love you forever. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to start off this look with 2 drops of skin oil. You can use any oil, whether that be highlighting oil or just a skincare oil. I personally think it's so key to a dewy look. Now if you have oily skin, I don't recommend using it very often. But if you do have dry parts in your face, like usually for me it's around my nose, sometimes on my chin, although it could get really shiny, I do love the glow on the cheeks. So I like to add just a little bit everywhere. Why? So after that, I go on to priming. So I'm gonna use my little travel size Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer. This is honestly one of my favorite primers ever. It makes my makeup come out flawless. So shout out to Smashbox. Thanks for the glow. It honestly feels super moisturizing. It hasn't ever negatively affected my skin. I do have sensitive skin, as you can see it right here. I actually have rosacea. So I am pretty careful about the products I use. I don't just use anything. I do like trying new things, but I try to keep that to a minimum. So usually I stick with like my favorites, my own personal cult favorites. There's that. Prime all over my face. And once I'm ripe and ready, I'm going to begin with putting on the makeup. Usually I wait like a second or two to let the primer set in. I don't know why, that just makes me feel better. I feel like just with like moisturizing, it can be a lot. If you just start off right off like applying makeup, it could change the texture of the makeup, as well as just, you know, it makes more work for you. Cheers. Now that that's settled in for a minute, I'm going to take my NARS Light 2.8 Marron Glace Radiant Creamy Concealer. One of my favorite concealers of all time. I really appreciate its very dewy like finish. It's very natural looking, which I could also appreciate. I usually just conceal some of the spots necessary. I don't like putting on a ton of concealer. I just put it on my red spots where I need it to be, because your girl doesn't sleep. But usually just to have that skin-like finish, I like taking my finger and pressing it in a little bit. Alrighty then, we are going to go to face time. So that requires my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in shade Groenland. I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce it. Honestly, again, another favorite of mine. This has always had my back. It's never made me break out. It's just going to enhance a natural beauty you already have, you know what I mean? It's a great everyday foundation-like thing to put on your face every fucking day, okay? Just blend it out with this little beauty blender. I will say, as a side note, I don't know if I'm the only one, but my least favorite step in my makeup routine is wetting this little guy. I absolutely hate it. I dread it. I don't know why. It's just horrible for me. Yeah. Just gonna set this little guy. Right now, I'm just using this little Kat Von D birthday gift translucent powder. Usually I set that on the edges of my nose. I believe it provides a great base for when I have to contour my nose. Clean it up, Cocor. Am I right?
Clean it up, Cocor.
So I obviously take all this setting powder off with a fluffy brush. I use the Luxie 660 Precision foundation brush. It's one of my favorite brushes ever. Thank you, Ipsy. Subscription for that. I got rid of swallow some of that powder. And the next step is bronzing my face so I can look sun-kissed, you know what I mean? So I take my NYX 02 fluffy brush, this little guy, and my now favorite Fenty Beauty bronzer in Shady Biz. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a gorgeous bronzer. So usually I put the contour, bronzer, whatever, right under my jawline, up to kind of my ear, just a little bit, both sides. Kind of have that chiseled effect. A little bit, of course, under my cheekbones, around my eyes, have it connect. My next and possibly my favorite part of my routine is blush. I will use my little, it's NARS in Orgasm. It's so gorgeous. I dip into my little NARS Orgasm blush, get it real pink, tap it out, and get to working. Usually I like to fluff in my blush like this. I don't know why. It's just such a more fun way to do it, you know? And I usually go from my cheek up my cheekbone. Just keep on fluffing in, and I don't stop until I'm like, okay, maybe this is a little too pink. I am flushed out. Now we're gonna go straight for the brows. I'm gonna fix her up a bit. She needs some tender loving hair, as you will. It's the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. My next step is to use the Benefit Gimme Brow little guy. I love the feathery brow look, so I usually make a mess of my eyebrow hairs. That's exactly what I did for this look. My next step, now we're finally getting into the eyes. I know everybody out there is like, I use the shade Unity in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and add her on. The gem of this whole look is the Glossier Play Colorslide little pen in shade Early Girl. She's gorgeous. She's gonna make this look the look. I added her right onto my eye like you would with any eyeliner. I kind of wing it out. I hold my eye, wing it out. Follow your eye shape and kind of connect it to that line. She's a little bolder, so let me just go back in. She's done. The main act is finally complete. Take a mini fluffy brush like this one, and I dip into my Fenty Beauty How Many Carats highlighter. She's very flashy, I will warn you. And set her right into the inner corners of my eye. She's very pigmented, she's flashy and daring and absolutely gorgeous. Just that little inner highlight. Next up is mascara, and then we move on to lips, and then we are done. Then you are done with this look. And so am I. There she is. My little spark flashes. She's up. She's awake. Last step. Your lips. I went in with the Morphe Sweetheart lip liner. Super cute. She's a very neutral shade, which is what you're gonna need with these blue pigmented eyes. I used the Anastasia matte lipstick in Nude to basically finish off this look. To top her off, because God forbid I'm finished, right? I used the Glossier lip gloss. So good. Non-sticky. Perfect for any occasion. It's the bomb.com. And to finally finish off this look, we're gonna go in with the MAC Fix Plus Spray, which is a deer. She gives you a very dewy, glowy, misty look. Even the sound of her is like, it's fucking awesome. And she is finished. Voila, she is done. She is on. Thank you guys so much for watching this incredibly messy and hopefully informative video on the look.